Said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Human Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on last year's national champions, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Tigers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Tulane Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster.
Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A first down for the offense. Back to pass, it's Stewart. Makes the catch, it's Hayes. At midfield, he's got room. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. He'll try to do it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Oh, they blocked the kick. He didn't get it, and what a stop by this defense to get the football back. The LSU Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. Complete to start this drive. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking for space, it's Durham. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out. And that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse? And do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Fires to the big fella. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Working that left side. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Back to throw, it's Stewart. Quarterback adapting. He's going to run it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off.
There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Give to the running back. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. He's got him. Touchdown, Green Wave. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Makes the grab. And they swarm him under.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. He now has 79 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. LSU quick to the line. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hill.
And what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Got it in the middle. It's Green. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Rushes on him. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident. Not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, Man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Bayou Bengals!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Back to pass, it's Stewart. Pulls it in, it's Hayes. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Still on his feet at the 45. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The quick out. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Tulane with an opportunity on first and goal. Grab in the backfield. It's Hayes. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Looking for a man, it's Reed. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. LSU with the first and 10 here. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Bought a little time, lets it go. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half.
There he goes to the right. The 40. That's the 20. Touchdown, LSU. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Pulls it in. It's Mitchell. Still running at the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Stewart. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Green Wave! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And the coverage team able to wrestle it down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to go up top on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Right on the money. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Reed. He's got his man. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Pressure coming. That's caught. It's Durham. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The give to the tailback. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Preston. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Preston. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. On the move. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Flips it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. One drive is already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again. This time a rather long one from 46 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll cut the lead to 1, 28-27. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Lining up to add another. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
LSU, 27.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Using his legs at Sturrow. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country, but the defense, they were all over it, they were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw at Stewart. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Swings it out to his running back. Breaks free in the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Fires to the big fella. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Hill. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And that's good enough for a first down.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He makes a catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Caught over the middle. It's Green. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Tigers want to move quickly. Wants to keep it in the air. Here's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making checks. Looks as if he's going to run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Stewart. The sweet feet buy a little time. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right.
Oh, he's got some space. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Finds the tight end. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, give me some positive yards.
The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Barney. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Makes the grab. It's Hayes. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Caught close to the marker. It's Hayes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Tulane right back to the line. To the air. It's Stewart. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm, and I think that's why he missed that throw.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Nice job in coverage on that third and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up fourth down.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the back. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Get it out on the screen. Fights off a defender.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Stands in and takes the hit. And he's got it. A late touchdown. Probably window dressing, but still a sliver, albeit very slight, of hope.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Dropping back, it's Stewart. Grabbed over the middle, it's Barber. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Hayes. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it on the move. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.